The first reaction coming in from the Congress party on the Bharat Ratna announcement for Karpoori Thakur by the government. This is a big news now. Remember that Prime Minister Modi in the tribute had said he had taken a staunch anti-Congress stand even at that time. So the first reaction from Jairam Ramesh, the Congress leader, he has stated, and I quote it here, even though the decision reflects the Modi government's desperation and hypocrisy, Indian National Congress welcomes the award of the Bharat Ratna to the champion of social justice, Jananayak Karpoori Thakur ji. Bhagidari Nyaya is one of the pillars of the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra, and it will need a nationwide caste census as a starting point. Rahul Gandhi has consistently advocated for one as well, but Modi government has refused consistently. So they have brought in the caste census issue that has gained prominence specifically with regard to Bihar. This is the first reaction of the Congress party after announcement of official reaction, I must add, that has come in from the Congress party. Rahul Gautam is joining me on the phone line as well. Now, Rahul, there had been reactions from other netas as well of the Congress party, but this can be seen, isn't it, as the first official reaction, which is very interesting. They say that this is hypocrisy, desperation, while we welcome the decision, but what about the caste census? Tell us more about it.
Absolutely, Pooja. The recent announcement of Bharat Ratna for Karpoori Thakur has actually put in a fix, as far as Congress party is concerned, because they've been saying that how the government of the day is denying social justice to the people and how been denying, the due recognition to the champions of, the same rights. But Modi government coming in and announcing Bharat Ratna for Karpoori Thakur, who came from a very backward community and, really worked hard, became Chief Minister of Bihar for 2 times. So now the Congress party is saying that although, we welcome this decision, but at the same time, this also shows the desperation of Modi government as to how, they are being forced to do so. In fact, Mr. Jairam Ramesh, who is the media in charge of the Congress party, also said that social justice is one of the 5 pillars of Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra, and this only endorses the stand that has been taken by Rahul Gandhi. In fact, Mr. Jairam Ramesh also suggested that even though government has announced Bharat Ratna for Karpoori Thakur, at the same time they are denying caste census, which is actually going to give due rights to almost 2/3 of the population. And in fact, he said that by continuously denying the demand of opposition and particularly of Rahul Gandhi, that is to go for caste census, this clearly shows that this is nothing but a hypocrisy on the part of the Modi government. So you can say that this decision that has been made by incumbent government has actually put Congress in a very tight spot. This has also caused a lot of unease amongst the alliance partners, given the fact that many are saying that this might be a launch pad for Nitish Kumar to again switch his loyalty. So clearly, this has certainly put Congress party in a fix or in a very tight spot.
Very interesting, because what do you say? He has been an icon, but you're also in the opposition alliance. Then what do you say with the government's decision? Now, Rahul Gautam will be tracking and getting us the reactions from all the netas as well. Here's what happened. 100th birth anniversary of, as he's called, the Jananayak, public hero, Karpoori Thakur. He was the former Bihar Chief Minister and worked for the underprivileged, marginalized groups. He's now been conferred posthumously for the Bharat Ratna, which is the highest civilian award of this nation. But what has happened thereon, just to give you a background first, hailing Karpoori Thakur, the Prime Minister also penning a note underscored efforts to address the systematic inequality and also his contributions to strengthen the backward classes by ensuring social justice for all. Prime Minister highlighted that despite living in an era where the Congress was omnipresent, Karpoori Thakur had taken a distinct anti-Congress stand because he was convinced that Congress had deviated. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, remember, who's a part of the India Bloc Opposition Alliance, has added that this was JDU's long-time demand and that has now been fulfilled. Bihar Chief Minister is claiming that the decision will give hope and positivity to Dalits, backward and marginalized class groups. RJD, interestingly, has mocked the decision of the government at the centre, calling it simply an electoral gimmick. Remember, Karpoori Thakur has been awarded the Bharat Ratna posthumously and was well known specifically in the state of Bihar.
उनको भारत रत्न देने के लिए आपको मैं कहूं कि उनके न रहने के बाद लगातार कांग्रेसी और गैर कांग्रेसी सरकारों से बड़े पैमाने पर लोग मांग करते रहे, पर आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को पुनः और उनकी सरकार को इस बात के लिए बहुत बधाई कि ऐसे उपेक्षित शोषितों, पीड़ितों, गरीबों, दलितों के महानायक को आज भारत रत्न मिला।
सचमुच यह अत्यंत ही हर्ष का विषय है। इस ऐतिहासिक निर्णय के लिए मैं आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी का हृदय तल की गहराइयों से बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं।
All right, so as reactions continue to pour in, joining me on the phone line, Guru Prakash Paswan from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Guru Prakash, you tell me, what does it mean to be awarding the highest civilian award to Karpoori Thakur, who was known as the Jananayak? Is it political or is it a social message that is being sent out?
It's the birth centenary year of Jananayak Karpoori Thakur, 2 times Chief Minister of Bihar, a man who essentially redefined the contours of social justice, a man who established probity in public life as a currency in Indian politics. So it's an acknowledgement of his contribution. I don't understand the allegation of the Congress party here. It is the sheer desperation of the Congress party. Congress party is trying to do politics in the name of social justice. Congress party is trying to do EBC politics. Congress party is saying OBC, but where are the OBC and EBC when it comes to the Congress party leadership? We must understand one thing, that even when Bharat Ratna was given to Dr. Ambedkar, it was a non-Congress government at the center, a non-Congress government in Delhi that even entertained the thought of giving Bharat Ratna, the topmost civilian honor of the country, to a person like Baba Saheb Ambedkar. The Congress party never realized. So for us, for people of Bihar, for people from the marginalized and the weaker section of society, Karpoori Thakur is second Ambedkar. Bharat Ratna to Karpoori Thakur is very similar to Bharat Ratna to Dr. Ambedkar.
Gosh, let me just, because of course this is as much about the whole showdown that has come politically. Jairam Ramesh has said that this is, and I quote him here, that this is hypocrisy, desperation of the ruling party, of the government at the center. We welcome it, but now we also must have a caste census. How do you look at how the Congress party has reacted on this?
No, you see, when it comes to caste census, the Congress party, historically, you would very well remember, it was P. Chidambaram, back then the Union Minister, who said things about caste census that it cannot be conducted. Congress party conducted caste census when it was in power in Karnataka for the last time. Why did they not release the report? See, you have to look at one thing. What is your intention? In the name of caste census, you want to divide the society. In the name of caste census, it is your blind pursuit of power. It is your lust for power for which you are saying caste census. You have been in power for so many decades. Yes. And also let me make this very clear. When it comes to caste census, what is the sharing of power and sharing of resources when it comes to Congress party? You give me one name of a leader who comes from EBC community, who is there in the Congress party. Mr. Rajiv Gandhi opposed the recommendation of Mandal Commission on the floor of the parliament. The Congress leadership insulted the OBC president Sitaram Kesri in the office of the Congress. So we must clearly understand the plank of caste census which is being used by the opposition, or for that matter the Congress party, is politically motivated. It is nothing but for
yes, you know,
power.
Do you think this has put the opposition parties in a knot as well? Because the Janata Dal United and Nitish Kumar appears to be thanking Prime Minister Modi while in opposition. The RJD would like to say this is great news, but have in fact targeted the government at the centre, saying this is election gimmick. Do you think the opposition parties, specifically who are aware of the contributions of Karpoori Thakur, will be in a difficult spot to what to say about this decision?
No, see, I'll be very honest with you. The decision to honor Karpoori Thakur has got nothing to do with politics. As far as election is concerned, every decision is politically motivated, they will say. Abhi Ram Mandir ban raha hai after Supreme Court decision. After our struggle, then they are saying it's politically motivated. Tomorrow, Bharat Ratna is being accorded to Jananayak Karpoori Thakur. It's politically motivated. These are just illogical, baseless, and without any sound logic or rationale. Jananayak Karpoori Thakur getting Bharat Ratna, this demand has been long pending by the backward communities, by the marginalized section. And let me also make this very clear on your show. It was Mr. Lalu Yadav who used to call Karpoori Thakur as Kapti Thakur, Wicked Thakur. It was Mr. Lalu Yadav who only took political leverage of the legacy of Mr. Karpoori Thakur. Mr. Karpoori Thakur once got ill and he required a vehicle, and Mr. Lalu Yadav refused to give his vehicle to him. So I don't understand this. And this is very well recorded on multiple books that has been written by Sankarshan Thakur as well. So Mr. Lalu Yadav and Mr. Nitish Kumar are just self-declared followers of Karpoori Thakur. The people of Karpoori Thakur, the son of Karpoori Thakur, Ramnath Thakur, who is a member of parliament in the Rajya Sabha, he has thanked the Honorable Prime Minister. He has thanked the government of India. So we must understand the hypocrisy and the dual standards when it comes to the opposition, and especially the self-declared followers of Karpoori Thakur, like Mr. Lalu Yadav, like Mr. Nitish Kumar.
Appreciate you joining us, Guru Prakash Paswan, on what the sentiment largely is with regard to this honour that is being given posthumously to Karpoori Thakur. But who was Karpoori Thakur? A former Bihar Chief Minister, known as a Jananayak, public hero who worked consistently for the marginalized, underprivileged caste and class groups and ensured that he worked for their welfare and upliftment. Posthumously now being awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna. Listen in and take a look at this report.
A true people's hero, a trailblazer in advocating reservations for the underprivileged, a tireless advocate for social justice. The Modi government has announced its decision to confer the nation's highest civilian award upon Karpoori Thakur. The two-time Chief Minister of Bihar, serving short terms in 1970 and 1977. Yet one of the most prominent leaders from the Baba community, championing the cause of states most backward. Since October, the clamour for the nationwide caste consensus has grown following the revelation of Bihar's own caste survey. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has expressed his gratitude for the gesture.
जननायक कर्पूरी ठाकुर जी को मरणोपरांत भारत रत्न दिया गया है, मुझे खुशी का ठिकाना नहीं रहा। 36 वर्षों के मांग के बाद भारत सरकार ने इस मांग को पूरा करने का काम किया है। मैं अपनी तरफ से, अपने परिवार की तरफ से, समाजवादियों की तरफ से, उनके विचारधाराओं पर चलने वालों की तरफ से हम भारत सरकार को बधाई देते हैं और कृतज्ञता ज्ञापित करते हैं।
The Modi government described his life and work as an embodiment of the spirit of the Indian Constitution. The legacy of social justice, equality and fraternity duly honoured. Bureau Report, India Today.